guys. This is Lorraine Lopez. This week, Lorraine Lopez loves Ian Edwards. Hi.
What's up, baby? This place is so small I can't stretch all the way. Good to be here, and this is a dope-ass studio.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So you had a special come out this summer, which was amazing, called IanTalk. It's kind of like a TED Talk.
Yeah.
That was great. I mean, I just love how you start out and you're just like super serious and just like hoes. Yeah. That's good.
I mean, hoes is a serious topic.
It is a serious topic.
They need to be discussed with respect, So, let's get it out on the table and let's talk about them.
Right.
Yeah. And give them the respect and the forum that they deserve. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. We appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And nice. All hoes, yes.
But also, you do basically everything. I mean, I looked up your IMDb, which is insane. I knew you from, like, writing for, like, friends from college, which is amazing. My dad was obsessed. We were obsessed with it.
Right.
And that's when I messaged you and that I was like so good. But also you do like crashing, writing, producing, you do so many different things. It's crazy. You were also on Punk'd. I saw that.
Yeah. I think they're bringing it back too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think I saw something the other day. Yeah. That's one of those things you can go away for a while and then come right back.
Are they bringing back like old episodes, or they're gonna redo it?
I think they're redoing it. I think they're gonna.
Oh gosh, my dream is to be on a prank show.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, you should just see if you can get an audition. You got an agent, hit them up, tell them you want to go out for it if they're looking for people.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
awesome.
your dream?
I mean, not really. Not. It was it was on my bucket list.
Yeah. Really?
On my bucket. I just love a good prank.
That's amazing.
It's one of your mini dreams.
It's my mini dream.
You got top dreams.
Yes.
You got middle dreams. And you got that, little, mini dreams, little things you want to fulfill.
Exactly.
This as long as it's not your top dream.
No, that would be crazy. You guys are really, really scared for me for a second. There's like an intervention happening right now. No, I think it would just be fun to do for like a little bit.
Right.
But you're from London.
Yeah, I was born there, but I don't know. Let me before I tell you about London, I just want to compliment the studio. We're literally in a box, but it's perfect.
Thank you, man.
So I think you guys are genius for doing this here. So this is pretty dope, and I love the way you prepared for this interview. Like she has notes.
Yes, I do.
But I can see the notes. and I can see the questions. and there's no really questions there. So we're going to see how this goes.
They're more like bullet points.
They're more like bullet points?
Yeah, because I don't want to like...
No, I feel you. You want to read the whole... Yeah, I do that with my podcast.
I can't think like that.
Right, yeah. How do you think?
Bullet points.
Bullet points.
Bullet points is how I think.
Yeah, I'm a bullet pointer too.
Yeah. Do your podcast is a soccer podcast?
Yeah. I thought probably 3 more people watch my podcast than watch yours.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Your podcast might be doing better than mine. Way better than mine.
Where's yours big in? What area?
I don't even know. Like not in America.
Not in America.
Not in America.
Like England.
England, Australia, and just other foreign places. Because it's about soccer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one friend who's married to an English guy who is obsessed with soccer.
Oh, yeah? What's his team?
I don't know, but I'm going to assume that it is the...
that it is the...
How you find it?
Can you find it?
Let me just keep talking and tell my...
No, because I used it in a joke when I was in London doing comedy. I switched a joke up. I switched to Dodgers for...
A soccer team.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest ones they have.
Was it Chelsea? Where was the team? Where was it? Is it the team in London?
See, I don't know those things.
Was it West Ham, Tottenham, Chelsea... Arsenal. Boom. He's a gun.
Yeah, okay. They went crazy for that joke.
Oh, okay.
How often do you do that podcast?
Once a week, and I do it on Mondays. Like the games are played Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I just do the podcast on Monday. Like just do a recap of what happened that week.
That's cool.
And we do it at All Things Comedy, and
Nice.
that's where the podcast at. Yeah.
Do you play soccer too?
I used to, but my knees are like we're not doing that no
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Okay.
Knees quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You used to play soccer?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
good. I
yeah.
did.
But
Wow.
I mean, one year.
One. Which year? 3?
When I was a junior in high school.
Junior high school?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
That's a legit year.
I was JV and I was basically a bench warmer.
Oh yeah. What was your position on the bench? If you weren't on the bench, what was your position on the field?
See, this is so long ago and I don't even remember because I really didn't pay attention.
Uh-huh.
But I just remember being so mad at my dad for coming to my show, my
Game.
games, because I'm like, Dad, you know I'm not playing.
Hilarious.
Like, stop coming.
Did you play because you're Mexican and it's in your heritage? Because soccer is a big Mexican sport too.
Yeah, no,
So
I mean,
did
I
you
didn't.
get pushed, or did you watch soccer growing up too?
There was nothing there, nothing.
Nothing.
For whatever reason, I think it was just like, it looked fun, and I was playing water polo, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like water polo,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
without the water,
yeah,
and you use your hands.
yeah.
You can't drown playing soccer.
No,
Yeah.
I'm better at water polo.
You're better at water polo?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at water polo.
Really?
Yeah, because I can't swim.
You can't tread either?
But don't you need to know how to
Yeah,
swim?
you just-
Yeah.
You can't tread as a water.
I'm like,
water
I might make a decent
we can make this
goalkeeper.
work. True.
How high is the water in
It's-
water polo?
Can you stand?
One side of the pool's like probably like 12 feet.
12 feet?
So wait, so
Wait.
you have to swim the whole time in water polo? There's no
So
standing?
the goalkeeper's just treading the. Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah, that-
for one side of
The
the
other team would score so many
Yeah.
goals. Cause
You'd be just
Yeah.
just floating.
yeah. Over my drowned body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do that part.
Yeah.
So there really is a lot of similarities between water polo and soccer. You'd
It's
say
basically the same thing. Yeah.
It's the same thing,
Same
but
form,
in water. Yeah.
defense, front line, middle, all that.
Yeah.
It's very violent. People
It's
like
violent.
oh gosh, people are so dirty. Like they will
What do
get
they
your
do to you
bathing
underwater?
suit, try to like pull you down with their legs, scratch you, pinch you.
Yeah, splash. Do you splash?
You can splash.
Throw water at people?
But
Yeah.
you want to do it underwater so
Yeah.
people don't see
So the
it.
ref doesn't see it.
How could you splash underwater?
I mean, that's why you sometimes you can splash if you won't get away with it, but that's not like a master move. Yeah.
It's more of a novice move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta when you get more professional, you foul underwater. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
I might have been a fouler.
You might have been.
No, because I got ejected a lot. They
You were a
always kick
master.
me out.
Well, when they eject you, did they use cards like in soccer, like red cards, yellow cards, or how did they eject you? They just
I
blow
think
the
they
whistle.
just yell.
Oh,
They,
yeah?
whistle, get out. Yeah.
It's a small space. They can just yell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Football,
It's-
you need it's a big.
Mm-hmm.
You need that whistle to get across that field.
Yeah. They don't. It doesn't take much. And honestly, I don't know why. I never paid attention till I was maybe a junior in high school, and then now I'm more aware of things. But before, if you ask me questions from back in the day, I don't remember anything.
Did you smoke a lot of weed or something back then?
No.
It's just how you just blacked it all out.
I did. Like
Yeah,
I
okay.
remember in elementary, I would be like, I would intentionally think, I'm not gonna learn today. So basic
funny.
grammar, division, it's past me.
That's amazing.
Well,
I didn't know you could do that. Just say, I'm not gonna learn today.
I don't know why
I'm
I did
turning
that,
it off.
right? This is
Yeah.
today is not the day for me.
Yeah, today is not the day for me.
No.
Education-wise,
No.
as I sit in
Which-
school, in
Which
class.
it hurts me now.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe
Doing
it's helping
great.
me.
You didn't get programmed. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
What so London.
London, yeah. I was born there. Lived there till I was like 9. Just a kid. My family. and then my parents are Jamaican, and so at some point they decided they wanted to move back to Jamaica.
Oh, nice.
And so then we all just moved back to Jamaica.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you
Left there, moved to New York when I was like 17 with my family. They decided to move again, moved to New York, try to get jobs and work and stuff like that. So they moved there. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I just came up on Long Island and stuff like that.
When did you move to Los Angeles?
Probably like a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like over 15 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long time.
Been here.
You like it?
Yeah. I like the weather. It's similar to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of the cold. I've been through a lot of New York winters,
Mm-hmm.
and it is not fun. And I just remember like being in New York, like living for the summer. Like summer was Christmas. And then when the summer ended, you're like, all right, we got to go through this shit again, you know?
Wow.
And then there's good things about the fall, but cold, it's like, it's cold. And then as a comic, you're out at night when it's the coldest.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you're going around and just hitting all the clubs. And it's fun, but it's still cold. So I'd just rather be somewhere that's heated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's nice here.
Yeah.
Heat's always on.
Yeah.
Well, how about like the dating scene? How is that New York versus LA? What do you have any?
Like New York, there was a difference when I moved here, but it was just like, it's just like let's see, trying to think of like sports, like I know water polo. I've never played it, right?
Yeah.
But I know how you score, but I have to learn how to score in water polo. Soccer, I already know how to score. I've been playing it. I know you use your feet. So go switch to water polo. I got to learn how to use my hands, how to foul on the water, and I have to learn how to kind of swim again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, so when I did move here, I noticed that there was like, these soccer moves don't work like that.
Oh, shit.
So I had to like learn some, just like a LA
What were those
way.
moves? What moves were not working out here for a woman?
It wasn't even that. It's just like, it's just more yourself, like just organically how you feel in a place and what you're projecting, and then just becoming like more of what you are here. You know what I mean? So it wasn't even like anything I could like put my finger on. It was like more like a psychological thing, I guess.
Okay.
So then you just, the more time you're here, you just get used to here, and maybe you're just not comfortable, period, because you're out of your element. You're not home in New York where you know everything.
Yeah.
And then
you comfortable.
And then you just get used to it, and then you're like, all right, we're back in. I'm a water polo player now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. When I went to London a couple times this year, and I would ask all the guys all the time about dating. Like I would just be like, so like, do you date like 3 people at the same time? And they're like, no. And I'd be like, so do you guys? And they're like, no. It was just so pure and honest. It seemed like
when they say
different.
no, what do they mean?
They meant that they are just
fucking.
No, that's not. Is that what they mean?
Yeah, because like if a woman is sleeping with a guy, right?
Okay.
Like, what is dating to you?
Dating someone?
Yeah.
I guess if you're really, but that's the thing. It could be different every,
Right, but I'm
go on dates.
Right.
You see each other on a regular basis.
But does that mean that person is the only person you're seeing?
No.
Right. And so I find like, if you're talking to a guy and he's sleeping with a girl, and even if they go out on dates, like, we don't say, I'm dating that girl.
Yeah.
But if you ask the girl her version of what's going on, she's like, we're dating.
True.
You know what I mean? And if you ask the guy, he might say, hey, we're hooking up. You know what I mean? So like when you ask a guy in England about dating, like, what are you really asking him? You're asking him, in a female way, but he's gonna answer in a male way, and you might not still have the real answer.
Now I get it. So it's just
You need a cipher. You need to be able to cipher. And interpret.
That really came through for me.
Mm-hmm. So what do they mean? Like, are they serial monogamous, or are they like, if they say I don't date more than one woman at the same time, they could still be like fucking a lot of people. Just all right, I'm done. Move on.
And also, I don't think I got very far because a lot of it would be like me trying to do crowd work.
Oh, so this is on stage.
Okay.
No,
I thought this was like this person you're talking to people at the bar. It's on stage.
That sentence changed everything.
Yeah, that changed everything. Yeah.
I didn't be more descriptive, but I did one guy, because I would be like, hey, he's like, so do you guys out here, do you guys like bitches? Because I do a joke about how men love bitches from the book, right? And
bitches from the book?
No, there's a book called Why Men Love Bitches.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I know that.
Who wrote that?
I don't know, but I read it.
Was it a man or a woman who wrote that?
I believe it was. This was before junior year. Just
Okay.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's hilarious.
No, I'm just kidding.
I want to go to your school.
Is that required?
That was required. Read. All right, you got Chaucer or Why Men Love Bitches. Bitches. I'm going to read that. Yeah.
Well, I guess also too in London, people don't really. They're so polite. So when you ask questions like that, they're like, "Oh no, we don't do that."
No,
but
they
Are they
do.
polite?
They do.
Yes.
They do.
One guy said yes, and he was like, "Yeah, we do," and his girlfriend was pissed.
Oh, well.
That was great.
So, so why are you so interested in dating?
Why am I?
Yeah,
Because that's what I do.
Right.
That's
So
just
you're
what
single and you date.
I am dating someone now,
Right.
which he's probably thinking we're just fucking. So now that I get that,
Yeah.
yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just love in general. I think that I realize that I'm obsessed with love, you know. So even when I'm just so into it. I don't know.
What do you like about it? Like the romance of it?
I love the romance.
Right.
I love like the dates and the making out. I don't know. I love
just the
feeling
making out.
Just the
Making out.
Are you 13?
Yeah. Just the making out. Huh? All right, that's cool.
No, but I also do feel like because I didn't date, I was in relationships for so long. So once I started to date, I just felt like it was such a great thing of like just to meet new people and to, even if you're not like in love with that person forever, but I could love someone completely in that moment.
For a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in that.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that. This is the thing. It doesn't frustrate me, but like when I see comics on stage, this is all comics dating material. Like, so I'm out dating. I hate it. So why are you fucking doing it?
Yeah.
Like I don't hate dating.
Yeah.
I like dating. I want to see the comic talk about I like dating. Because even if something goes wrong, then it's material. Why wouldn't you want a bad date? And why wouldn't you want a good date? Like you want a good date, but if there's a bad date, then there's still something out of it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's like nothing is really a waste of time if you use it. You know, so it always like when the comics like, I'm back on the apps, and they start with this not skepticism but pessimism because they want to push the direction of the joke that they're gonna go in. It's like you're sounding like everybody else.
It's like a false premise of being negative. You're like you don't actually. Yeah, that annoys me too a little bit. Like when negativity is a false premise. Yeah.
Negativity is your premise for something that shouldn't be, because you don't have to do it. If you don't like dating, then don't fucking date.
Yeah. When it's negative and funny because it's honest, that's not a false premise. But yeah, I'm with you on that. Some things get annoying. Marriage jokes bother me like that sometimes. When people shit on their marriage, I'm like, why? Then get out of it.
But some people don't like their marriages.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's true, you can kind of tell sometimes. Like, it just gets a little old when the false premise is the same, or the negative premise is the same, and it can feel forced because of the point you're trying to prove, and it's an easier joke.
Right.
Yeah. No, I do. I do talk about my dating, but not. I mean, I love dating. That's the thing. So I kind of hope that I come off more as a hopeless romantic.
Right.
Than anything.
I mean, I could see that. I mean, it's to your benefit but how realistic is being a hopeless romantic though? You know what I mean? Because this thing is love is a long haul.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So how much does you being a hopeless romantic, right?
Yes.
Interfere with the actual relationship? Or just not you, just anyone in general who's a hopeless romantic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's a expectation and this euphoria from being a hopeless romantic that doesn't match the realism
But I'm
of a
being
relationship.
real because I'm not. For a lot of time, I wasn't looking for a relationship.
Right.
I was just enjoying people's company and getting to know what they liked and, learning about their world, because I feel like everyone that I know are like doing the same things that I'm doing. So sometimes it's great to meet other people that have. So that's always fun. And also not expecting anything. And if something came out of it, then that would be amazing. But usually no, and I didn't really have any expectations.
Yeah.
So
I was kind of like writing something yesterday. Sometimes you're writing one thing and something else comes up. And then, so I was just like doing some research online, and then the line, and it's a line you always hear, like somebody says, I want someone who wants me for me. But really what you're going to end up with is someone who wants you for them. You know what I mean? Because like whatever you want, whatever somebody wants, they want it for a reason.
yeah.
So if they want you, you fit into their reason. So you do get to be you, but you do get to be you for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
So it's I don't know. It's just why things work or why they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if those are both true, that's like a great thing.
Yeah.
Like if there's one not like if you're not being able to be you, but you got to be what they need, then that's not good.
That's not good for you, right?
Yeah. But if you are you and they also need that,
is that what they're into? Like some guys, like say, like say a stripper like gets like fake breasts and but she needs it for her job to make more money.
Yeah.
And then she runs to this guy and he's a titty guy.
Yeah.
And just as a basic example, and it's like, all right, some guys are turned off by fake titties and strippers, but this guy who doesn't want like that much of an attachment and he's into titties and he's like, all right, I can date this stripper because I'm like not that much of a commitment person and she's doing that type of job. So then we're like a perfect match.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to change her and make her get off the pole because I want my free time to do my shit. And she has big titties and I'm into that.
So does it work out for them?
No, not at all. Not at all.
No. But I do like, or I do find that all the stuff that would turn most men off, that's a thing where I'm trying to find is the person that likes all that stuff.
Like what? So you do things that turn men off?
Yeah.
Or you think you do things like what?
Like what would a guy not like about me?
What do you think a guy doesn't or wouldn't like about you? And be honest.
The last person that I dated said we should probably date other people that are normal.
You're not normal?
Yeah.
That was a comic.
Yes, that was a comic.
Yeah.
How did you know?
Because you said normal.
And you said we.
Yeah, we.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But also because I think I do overshare, and I think that and also I'm so overly independent sometimes that I don't need. I'm trying to want to be more in a like actual relationship now. But before I was just kind of like doing my own thing. You don't need to text me that much. I don't really need that kind of stuff. But now I do.
Now you do?
Now I do.
But are you doing that because you know it would help you have a relationship, or is that really you, or both?
I think that I'm just ready. I think there's something switched in me recently, which was because before, not even like 2 months ago, I was pretty much over. I didn't want to date anyone. I was just kind of like not into it. And then now I'm like, yeah, I'm back.
Is it a biological clock thing or just Christmas is coming.
I guess it could be that too, but I'm
It's
not.
getting cold.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to. I don't think that I want to have kids, so I don't think it's that. But maybe it is if I'm getting older. It's that also. I need to like snatch a guy right now before it's too late.
Before it's too late.
That is interesting. Is like how many relationships are fear driven technically.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
no, I don't think, because honestly, I'd rather be by myself than be with
That's
the wrong
good.
person. I would never. I enjoy the company of myself so much that.
But if you think like
That's great.
snatch a guy,
I
is that
mean,
more like
because
if I don't get one now?
Well, it does cross your mind.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
also, because I'd rather have someone than not. So, but I can
Right.
be by myself, and I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah.
But,
That's good though. Then you won't settle.
I won't
You'll
settle.
wait.
And that's-
No, I would
yeah,
never
yeah,
settle.
yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Like I'm good by myself. So anybody I get with has to add to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not take away from it and not make me regret not being by myself. So, they just have to add to it. And I also will add to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, hopefully. But,
Yeah.
But you also, like, it's funny, like, I know you from Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, we met on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, and we watch each other's stories and stuff like that. And so, like, the thing you just said about, like, 2 months ago, something switched. Because when I saw you, like, the first few months earlier, before the 2 months, like, you're traveling a lot, you're hanging out with your girlfriends, you're just having a good-ass time.
Yeah.
So I was like, you're like, this is not the relationship Lorraine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
That's been the last. I mean, I've really been single for the last 5 years,
Right.
and I have traveled the world. I've done so many amazing. I have had the best and most
Yeah.
amazing time I've ever had in
Good.
my whole entire life.
Yeah, that's some woman shit. That's good.
Yeah, it feels good. But I do feel like, so the last 2 months I haven't been posting anything. Is that,
Yeah.
I'm like reposting other people's stuff because it looks cool, because I have
nice.
nothing to post.
Uh-huh.
It's true. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, based on what you just said, that clicks. And so, all right, I can.
But this is also the first time
Mm-hmm.
that I've actually done that.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not like I do this every 6 months. Like, I go through a phase.
Right.
I never go through a phase. I'm usually like, I have realized that I'm commitment phobic.
Mm-hmm.
So now, but the switch is the first time it's ever switched on like this.
Right.
So.
Why have you been commitment phobic? And then they give us this title or this word to make us feel. They call it a phobia, to make us feel bad about something that, like, I don't say somebody's marriage phobic, so they want to get married,
Yeah.
because some people want to get married because they have a fear of being alone, but they don't call it marriage phobic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just say, I'm
Alone
getting
phobic.
married. Yeah, they don't call it alone phobic. So why somebody who has no fear of being single?
Is it a phobia?
Why is it a phobia?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Or-
that.
Yeah, like it's just like you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's like that's not phobic.
Yeah. It's not for me.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is that I had always been open to a relationship, but I couldn't be intimate with someone. Like, it was hard for me to talk about my feelings or really get close to someone.
Right.
Because I was scared of getting hurt, or I don't know why. But I think now, because I am so busy and I don't have a lot of time, that I really don't even. I'm just so critical. Like, if I do want to be with you, it means a lot more to me now. And now I'm like, usually I would, if someone did something wrong, I would be like, oh, whatever. I'm distanced and I'm doing my own thing and nothing. Now I'm like, dude, I don't have time. If you want to figure this out, but this is what you need to do because I'm interested. And if you're not, like, I'm just never done that before. And this is the time where it's like, so it's working out.
Right.
So men love bitches. Not that's
Well,
that's not a bitch thing.
It's not a bitch thing. It's like,
No.
it's good to know what you want.
Yeah.
And then be able to express that. And then maybe there's guys from an earlier period, if you were like had the experience to express that, maybe it would have worked out, maybe not. And it's like we all live, we grow, and we learn shit, and we figure out, oh, like I'm more open now. Like I'm better at talking to people that I'm interested in or expressing shit, you know. So, like the last girl, like I was dating, like we were pretty like open and honest about everything. So, like I said, hey, I can't promise you a commitment, but I can promise you that I'll consistently always be honest with you.
Yeah.
And so
that's important.
Yeah, that's my commitment. Yeah. So you'll know I'm never lying to you.
Yeah.
Whether it's something you want to hear or not. Yeah.
When was your last relationship?
If not last year, the year before. It was like an on and off thing for like 3.5 years. 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah. That was that.
And what do you do now for dating? Are you on dating apps?
Nah. I feel like, I mean, I could do that, but I hear so many people complaining about it. So I'll just like Instagram is basically a dating app. You know what I mean? And then
it really is.
And then being a comic, the comedy clubs are your dating app. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't need it.
Yeah, so you don't really need it. Yeah. And then I was just talking to another comic last night. Like, I have too many sets sometimes to even, like, I'll talk to people, like text or DM, but then I have too many sets to go on a date sometimes. So I almost have to, like, when I'm in town, like, figure that out, like, slow down some of the sets to go on a date or some shit. Yeah.
Or do you do, like, let's meet up at 11 p.m. or 12, like, late after the sets? That's what that's what I would do. I would never miss, because I also I work at a bar as well, so I don't have usually any free nights. So I was really just like, all right, it's going to be 12:30 p.m., but do you want to meet up for a drink? And
I know guys are like, oh, shit, it's on.
There we go.
It's that time, yeah.
And it was all from dating apps, but it was that. And it was like this. And that's why I really believed when I started doing stand-up. I was like, oh, I'm going to be single forever. There's no way I can maintain an actual relationship, because the people that I would kind of like, it was like, oh, you're not available Saturday and Sunday, and what am I gonna like? And it was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
but
you're not gonna meet any daytime people.
No,
with those times, like some of my sets are at 11. Or 12. So it's like I can't even, unless somebody comes to the club, you know. And then I don't like inviting people to work all the time.
Yeah.
Because then I want to try some new shit. And I want to focus on that, and I can't be like, I don't want to, like, unless the person brings a friend. I like, hey, come with your friends to the show, so I don't have to, like,
entertain and make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
No, I totally get that.
Yeah, it's work.
I've never had a guy I've ever dated come to any shows.
Yeah, I rarely do it. Yeah.
But I talk about some crazy stuff. I think your stuff's, like, more observational. Right? You don't really get personal about, like,
I do.
Do you do dating stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, wow.
And then some of the observations, some of the things about dating come off as observations, but they're from instances from my life. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like, some things are just things people have said to me. Like, I can, like, question or flip things. And figure out another way to contradict what is the standard thought on an idea.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it'll sound like an observation, but it's just from something, a sentence or something from a conversation.
Well, even that thing you said a second ago, where you say, I want somebody to want me.
Yeah.
It's
like something like that.
A commonly held, like, phrase or something like that.
And people have, like, people have broken up with me because of that, saying that. You know, and I'd be like, all right.
For that line?
I mean, like, they're saying, like, one girl I dated, she was like, she said that to me. And then she also said, what did she say? That's, like, a common thing. I can't remember what she said. Fuck. But it was a line similar to that. But I definitely disagreed with it. You know what I mean? And if I remember the line and I think about it later, then I'll just say it, but I'll say it in an observational way. But it happened to me. You know what I mean?
I like that. I feel like mine's too like on the nose. I'm like, I just got broken up with, and this is why. But
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen your comedy, you know. No, I haven't. Yeah, because we talked about that. Yeah, but I don't know if it's too on the nose.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like some comics, like new comics, they're like, hey. Some people just hit you up. Hey, I like your comedy. Come check me out. Like, why? I got a show.
Well, yeah,
first
that's
of all,
crazy.
You're giving me homework to come check you out. Like, so I have time. I don't have time to date.
Yeah.
I gotta come see your set. Like 6 months in. Like, what do you? That's another thing. You want something from me, like free writing or something.
That's crazy.
And that's not happening. And number two, I would never tamper with a new comic. You know what I mean? As far as like material wise, you don't need my advice. You need to go on this journey and find out some things for yourself. I don't want to tell you something that will alter. I don't want to add a butterfly effect to something that you could have found out, you know?
Yes.
So just keep doing it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also if you're asking people and then you're getting all these different, like, what does that even do? Like, you're just going to be confused.
As a new comic, like you've been doing 2 years, don't listen to new comics. Most of your conversations and facts that you're going to get are from new comics or comics around your comedy age, and they're going to tell you these things that they heard about comedy. Yeah. And they're all wrong. But everybody is kind of insecure, they're new, and they're trying to tell you these facts, and they want to sound like they know what they're doing. Don't listen to none of that shit. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to.
Yeah.
I don't like to try to take anything in.
Yeah. Yeah, do act like you did when you were in school. Like,
exactly.
I'm not going to learn today.
For sure. What are some vices for you? Or just in general or in dating? Like, what's a huge turnoff when you meet someone? Or
turn off, like somebody that probably needs a lot of time, maybe. You know, and that's cool if you do need it. Like, some people want people like that. Yeah. But and then if the person is just not like a reasonable, well, here's the thing. Like, my job is not to make you happy; it's to add to your happiness, and vice versa. Yeah. So I can't be like your only source of happiness, because that's too much work. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't need another job. Like, I'm here for like fun and honesty. And then another thing is, I guess I'm not gonna date anybody I can't be fully honest with. Like, so we can't have a conversation about certain things. If it's too sensitive, then we're not gonna work. You know, like, because I wanna be able to talk to you and not feel bad about bringing things up, and vice versa. Because I got to be open to hear shit too, and to like accept it, and you know. So I don't want a one-way street where you can tell me everything, but I can't bring something up. Yeah, you know what I mean. No storming out the room. You know what I mean? Like, if you storm out, that's not an adult thing. That's toddlers shit. That's toddler shit. No, I can't. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I can't handle that behavior.
Yeah.
Like, over dramatic and.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like, how are we going to have like real discussions about real shit? And because you want to be able to have things that are difficult to talk about, make them fun and make it easy for both of you. And you're like, oh shit, then we can make it through the tough times, because I can talk to this person can talk to me. Yeah. You know, so approach.
Which is hard, because I think for me, that's something that I haven't been able to find, is a lot of people are not honest at all.
Right.
Because they want to hang out and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And even when you're open and honest of like what you're looking for, you
Mm-hmm.
still you're like, I don't believe you.
I'm
No, but I've had that before where I'm like, it's because we can have a really fun time and you're not willing to give that up.
To give what up?
The
fun time? When you say give, you're not willing to give up the fun, or they're not
willing to give up the fun.
What fun? The fun of like
the
fucking
fun
other people?
No, our fun of like hanging out and like fun dates and making out.
The making out, the holding hands, the strolls through the park,
the making out.
Walking on the beach, looking at the Santa Monica Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
So they're not willing to give that up? In exchange for what?
For if they're not looking for, because this is the thing. I was always attracted to people that didn't want to commit.
Right.
So that was attractive to me because I also was like, oh, cool. I don't really. It's what I was scared of, you know.
Right. Like, I'm not gonna hurt this person.
But I wanted it. But I wanted it. I was like, I want a relationship, and they'd be like,
I want to.
No, I want to be with you.
Yeah.
It's basically that.
Right. But then they want to commit.
No, they don't want to commit.
They don't want to commit. So I'm just trying to figure out who's giving up what. I'm just a little confused, but it's just me. Yeah. Do you
Nolan?
get this?
I gotta jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was posting the big Instagram post with you guys in it.
All right. It's hilarious.
I wasn't paying full attention to it.
No, I just think that and there's just one specific relationship where it was, I would say I wanted a relationship, and then he'd be like, okay, let's figure it out. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's take it day by day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but no intentions. And then finally it would be over, like off and on.
Right.
But it was just like, dude, if you know that I want something and you don't want it, then
just say it.
But also I stuck around. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But he, like, I've been in that situation before as a guy, and it's tough. But you have to be honest and be like, I don't want a relationship. And then it's up to the woman, in my case, to be like, no, then we got to stop seeing each other cold turkey.
Yeah.
Because I got to go find a person that wants that. And then sometimes they do that. And then sometimes they're like, all right, I'll just let's continue doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at least be honest about that. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, definitely.
But you seem like you're having a good time, Lorraine. Like even your stories of it not going well or not ideal, it seems like you're just kind of out for the process and the fun of it all. Like even like that seems like it wasn't like a heavy, difficult.
Well, I would never take it back. It was 3 years of my life.
Yeah.
Off and on, but I would never take it back because it was a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And did you come out of it like bruised and battered, or did you feel like I'm all right?
No, I did.
Oh, really?
But it woke me up. It woke me up to be like, not wasting my time with people that were like, obviously not. You know, it was fun. We had a good time, but it was still not like probably a.
It's like now you're probably more prepared to either know this is not a commitment thing or a commitment thing.
Yes, because
I
was like in love.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you hung in there so long. You were in love, hoping you could turn it around, or you'd rather be with the person in some capacity than in no capacity.
Yes. Yeah. And I think I was just, even at the time when it was off and on, when it was off, I had no interest in anyone else. Right. I was so wrapped up in that person.
Right.
So I think after that, it was nice for me and for dating. That's why I was enjoying it so much, and like, but also being honest.
Why'd you laugh?
Because I'm like, am I contradicting myself from last episode, where I'm like, I need to be more honest.
Yeah.
Well, honesty is a lifelong process. You know what I mean?
Also, it's also figuring out, like, this is a big thing, but trying to figure out what's good to be honest with, and also there's this weird thing where you want to be honest, but then you also, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but you want to become a better person so that what you're honest with is not so destructive in your life. Like I had periods where my honesty was, let's say, angry or frustrated or insecure maybe, and I was trying to be vulnerable enough to be honest with that. But then I also wanted to grow enough to where I could be my full self, but not put out those types of patterns, because it would be destructive in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be angry. I feel angry. I'm gonna be honest about that. Okay. It's like, I'd rather not be angry. I'd rather legitimately not be angry. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
That's a weird way to be, like, learning how to be honest, but then also like growing enough to being honest in a way that doesn't ruin shit for you.
Right. I mean, yeah, I get that. Like, you can be angry and be like, hey, I'm getting angry, so let me walk away right now. So I'm just being honest about being angry. I don't even want to be angry. And but at least acknowledging the feeling of it to yourself is the honesty part. Yeah. And then how you handle it. And then failing.
That's like wisdom, though.
Failing is good too. You fail at not being angry, or denying your anger, or handling your anger, but then that's how you can learn from that shit later on. You know what I mean? So you don't continue the pattern of it.
Or like vulnerable, like if you're in a relationship and you're trying to be honest, like, I want you to be more whatever, but what's really coming out is insecurity. But you're being honest. But there's like a process in life where you're trying to be able to be vulnerable with things that you're weak about, but then also grow through your weakness so that you can also be honest and not be that weak or that flawed or whatever.
Yeah, and there's levels to honesty too. Like people, male or female, like friends or women I'm dating, like, they tell me how they feel, but how you feel is how you feel. It is not a factual thing. Like, if you feel like I am not spending enough time with you, if we put time on, we write down time factually, right? And then we see how much time it is. It might be a lot of time, but not to you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then this is just an emotional feeling. So let's look at the facts of all these things. Yeah. And are you going to accept these facts?
There's like a difference between honesty and truth. Yeah. Like what's true or real, and then what's honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I also feel like trying to be honest, it's just basically saying a bunch of shit I don't need to be saying. That is just annoying, and
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You are being honest, but it ends up being destructive. You'd like to be better at maybe not even thinking that shit. Do you ever think about that? Like, maybe I'd like to get a better handle on what I'm even thinking and feeling. I don't know if you guys relate to that.
No, because you're looking at what you're feeling deeper. You're like, okay, this is how I feel. Why do I feel this way? And is this a legit feeling overall? Because instead of just looking at the feeling itself, you're looking at the overall picture of the feeling based on all the facts of you. Yeah. So what's some of the annoying shit that you might say?
Well, because I'm trying to be more intimate, maybe just talking about past relationships, thinking that that's going to make us closer, and that doesn't. And I'm starting to realize that
some people don't want it.
That
some
just
people
makes
mind it. Some
people upset.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't want to, like, now I'm starting to think, like, I don't want to hurt. If I really like someone, I just want to make sure that I don't hurt them.
Right. Because I mean, you could ask them what's their limits. Like, if you, now are you talking about it? And it also, you're just, what is intimacy? Is it telling people about your past or telling them about your present? And it's all based on an individual basis. I guess.
I would say both.
Yeah.
But I think that's like so much of of what I've been through that I like kind of sometimes want to like let you know that I, if I was, maybe you can understand me a little better. Because people would be like, how are you not, or you haven't dated in this many, I'm like, yeah, I was in a relationship that I'm pretty sure the guy was gay. So for a long time. So there's things like that where I would talk about it, and then I'll talk about something else. Hilarious. But they're always crazy.
That came out of left field.
So I just feel like those are moments where you're like, oh, like, I mean, I really did not have sex for like 5 years. So these are things I would
in a relationship?
Yes.
Because you was in a relationship with a guy that was gay?
Yeah, yes.
And you didn't have sex for 5 years?
Yeah, we had sex once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
For 5 years?
Yeah, I hardly had any sex.
And did he end up being gay?
No.
No?
No, he's engaged.
To somebody else?
Yeah. But it's very weird. He's like a actor model and it's just worked at like a gay nightclub and was like hooking up with people in the bathroom there. Like just kind of like, I think,
hooking up with girls?
Yes. But also
guys?
It's just weird. I mean, honestly, it was the sex list from day one. It was never like we were hot and then we died.
Cooled off, right?
So yeah, but but that's something that I had to, like, I really did feel so unattractive for 5 years. I felt like I was inadequate. There's a lot of stuff that I went through.
You blew 5 hot years.
Yeah. Yeah. So then after that, I kind of went crazy because I was like, and also.
What? I'm listening. I'm being attentive. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but these are like things that I would like. I don't say that right away, but when I start dating someone for a long time, I'm like, sometimes they just think that I'm weird, or they don't understand.
Weird why?
I'm just so awkward, and when I'm dating someone, I'm just like.
Everybody says they're awkward, but everybody's awkward. Everybody says I'm weird.
Really, everyone's so
cool.
Nah. Everyone I date seems so cool.
You're cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm cool too.
What makes them cool? What makes anybody cool?
Yeah.
Actually, being weird is cool.
Look how cool Ian is.
Yeah. Ian,
I'm just too lazy to do anything.
Lazy's cool though.
You know what I mean?
That's a gift, bro.
Yeah, it's a gift.
Lazy's a great hack to looking cool.
Yeah, it is. That's basically what it is.
Yeah. But I do want to ask you, what is your, like, because you've done so many cool things. Like, what are some of your favorite projects that you worked on?
One of them goes way back, like, to the Lyricist Lounge show. That was like an MTV show. And that was just like a lot of fun. We worked with like rappers. We had like hip hop sketches that were all musical and just regular sketches.
Yeah.
And I was just like some really talented people, and it was just really fun environment. And we hung out, and it was work, but didn't feel like work most of the time. So that was just a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And what else? Some jobs start off being fun and then they turn into work.
Yeah.
But I guess the Boondocks was cool, but I wasn't feeling like the hours. Sometimes we'd have to work on the weekends. So I dread getting a phone call like on a Saturday during the day. So I had to leave that. And then I've had a lot of good writing jobs and experiences, and I like doing stand up. Some of it is like, now that I shot the special, I'm getting into more clubs, and I'm turning down writing jobs because I want to get out more and build up on the road.
Yeah.
But some of the places I go to, like, I've never been there before, so then there's an uneasiness within me, like, how am I going to do in this place? But that's just like a fear thing, and the fear of not knowing. Like, I can go to the Comedy Store and I know what I'm going to get pretty much every time, and I'm comfortable there. So I just don't like being uncomfortable. So I'm learning to accept flying somewhere and being uncomfortable. And then normally, like, I get through these experiences positively, and even if there's one that wasn't great, there's something to learn from it. So just figuring out how, I'm just want to learn how to approach these new experiences more positively. Yeah.
What
it's just
places
like
have you been going to recently?
Like I was just in Alabama. I don't think I've ever been to Alabama before.
Yeah.
I did the Star Dome there, and then I was in like Toledo. Yeah, like what?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not a Toledo guy.
Yeah.
Who is? I'd like to meet.
It's like, it's just some place in Ohio that's just Toledo. You know, that the name says it all.
Yeah.
So I'm like doing shows in Toledo. It's not. It was like, how did it even get that name? Like, what is Toledo? But it was, it's cool. And I was in St. Louis. As a matter of fact, I'm going back to St. Louis this weekend. But then a lot of the country you learn is the same, and then there's other parts that's just different. and you're just meeting and performing in front of a bunch of people. Like, people are just different, you know, in good and bad ways, or or just, you know. So you just fuck it, just opening myself up to a crowd that is not the Comedy Store, you know, audience. Yeah.
I mean, I even feel like just little pockets of Los Angeles. It's such a different world.
Yeah.
You know, you do shows in Los Feliz?
You know, it's funny. Like, not really.
No.
And before I lived there, I did shows there. Like, there's like a lot of East Side shows, but the only time I'm like over there, which is not really Los Feliz, I guess, like doing the Virgil.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the hot tub, and then there's another show there. But yeah.
Okay.
Where do you perform at mostly?
Mostly I've done a lot of the Ice House.
Right.
And I've done, I'm from the Inland Empire, so Ontario Improv a lot.
Ontario Improv, right.
Yeah. But just, I guess, anything, random bars. I've been doing a lot of, like, I think when I first started doing like Orange, I've driven everywhere, where I do feel like that's where it's like so different.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Like, I used to, there's a, like, just in Canoga Park, it's so different than LA. You know, just
definitely.
It's like, all right, wait a minute, am I still in California? And if you drive up north, like, and you see farms and signs about people wanting water for their farms, and you're like, oh, this is not just, California's not just LA. There's people out here.
So different.
There's Republicans out here. There's people with different ideas out here. And it's not like, I live in like this liberal bubble. And I thought that's what California was, but it's not. It's
so
all kinds
different.
of different things. Yeah.
I did a show in Anaheim. I almost got beat up after.
Yeah, Orange County's different. Yeah. Why?
Well, it was, honestly, this was really early on. You're like,
as a disclaimer.
No, but I remember, because, you know, they tell you, like, don't wear this, like, you know, and I'm always, like, usually when I'm out, I'm wearing a dress and, like, heels.
Right.
So I went, and there was the flyer that they were promoting the show. The girl was, I swear she was, like, in a thong bikini.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, okay, I can wear whatever I want. She's wearing a thong bikini.
So but did you up the ante?
I didn't up the ante, no, but I wore like a skin tight, like club dress, like red, like it was ridiculous, with like stiletto. It was insane. So as soon as I walked on stage, and it was like a warehouse that had a million different rooms but no doors. So there was like a billiards room and like a bottle service area, and there's a bar and another bar, and then there's like a whole little, it was crazy.
Perfect for comedy.
Right? Perfect. But it had this huge stage with like 2 DJs. It was insane. So,
perfect for bad comedy.
Perfect.
For terrible comedy. Good.
So I walk up, and as soon as my butt hits the stage, people are yelling, "Go home!"
Oh, shit.
Go! I haven't said one word.
Damn.
And
did somebody introduce you? They introduced
me as a comic.
Were there other comics on the stage before you?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so what do you do when they come on? They like go home right away.
I mean, I just got in it. I just got into my set, and I just was like, making it very personal and talking to people, like at the bar, when the ones that were screaming at me, I'd be like directing things to him and be like, yeah, so you think that, like, oh, and I also, thank goodness, I don't do this much anymore, but I had like 2 stiff tequila drinks that were like, probably like, I don't know, probably 4 shots of tequila. Okay. So if me normal is just like very I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I'd be like, oh my gosh. But if I had a lot of tequila, I'm crazy. So I was just like, yeah, hello, what's up? Okay, cool, buddy. And then the girls in the front row, everything that I said, they were like, okay, shut up, bitch.
Oh, damn.
Everything. And by the end, they were laughing. And by the end, everyone was like really nice, and it felt really great. And I got off the stage and I felt like,
they prison tested you. First night in jail.
And then someone grabbed me right after I jumped off stage, and they grabbed me in the arm. They're like, we need to go outside. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get beat up. I was like, and I just accepted it. I was like, okay, that's it. This is it. This is the moment I'm going to get beat up. Didn't get beat up. It was just someone wanted to talk to me.
So nice. So nice. You're dating now.
Yeah.
And you talked about dressing up. Is that's not the same dress as that, right? And that's not a
No,
dress.
this is not the same dress as
But
that.
you have a style. Like I
do
noticed.
like flowers. I love girly dresses. I do have a
Yeah.
No, that one was like not even my style.
Oh, where?
It was like super, 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 super slutty. Yeah.
It's hilarious. So the girls just hated on you. They just feared competition that night. And she's gonna go on stage in that, and all the dudes that I want are gonna be like,
yeah.
No, we're not having it.
I've never
we're
done that
gonna embarrass her.
I've never done that again. Maybe I wore that once at Flappers. I'm not even kidding. I wore it at Flappers once with a jacket.
Try to nun it up with a jacket.
Yes. Yeah, it's a work in progress, you know.
Yeah, you live, you learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else I got here. If you have any, what's a good pickup line? Do you have pickup lines?
Do I have pickup lines? Yeah. Hello. Hi. I just find like just smiling at people, which is like I don't do normally, but that's like that's the best. Like, you ever been walking down the street and somebody just smiles at you, and it's almost like it's a version of a yawn. Like when you yawn, you make other people yawn.
Yeah.
Somebody smiles at you, then they smile and you feel yourself opening up.
Yeah.
And then it makes you feel better, and then it's a good way to just start talking to somebody.
It's really good. Most people don't do that because every time I say hello to a stranger, they're like, they get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So yes, if someone smiled, I'd be like, oh, thank you, and not even ask for like it's not even like a yo, what's up, what's your name, not like that vibe. That's it's pretty good.
Yeah. Smile is my pickup line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll do that.
What do you do, Nolan? When you were single?
I was, I don't have a lot to add. Wasn't a big dater. I don't have a lot. I don't, I had like 2 girlfriends and then I married a girl.
Wow.
So, and I was mega Christian. So I wasn't even into, I wasn't even dating or trying to have sex or anything in college. And then I got out of it and pretty quickly met my wife.
Right.
So when I was into her, I would just be like, I was just trying to be funny. Trying to be funny, trying to be, make her smile, maybe.
Yeah.
Like that's try to be. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know. Honestly, it'd be interesting. When you really like somebody, I feel like I go blind. Or like back then, I don't remember what I was thinking or what I was trying to do. I was just trying to, make her smile or something.
Yeah, I just go for funny.
Yeah.
Like I've just always kind of just like relied on that.
Yeah. You use the tool you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a charm. Comedians were goofs. So
Normally, if I liked someone, I would completely ignore them, and I would just be like, because I would be so nervous. I couldn't. I would just be like, I have nothing to say if I wouldn't look at them. It never worked out for me. So.
I've done that. Didn't work out for me either.
Yeah. But no, now I do feel like I'm trying to be more aggressive. Like with the date, because I do the dating apps. So I'll be like, hey, how are you? I think you're really handsome. That's crazy for me.
Oh, yeah?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I bet that works.
It works.
It works, yeah.
I bet that works great.
Yeah. That's like a smile.
Yeah.
That's right.
If I see that I'm smiling when I see that. Yeah.
And I don't think guys really do you guys get a lot of compliments?
No.
Not really?
I was going to say, if you flip that, I'll bet it's not as effective to be like, you're so beautiful. But I felt like complimenting a man's handsomeness is a unique, a less often thing.
Yeah. Like girls are funny. Like girls will be like, he's cute, which means that's handsome. But cute is such a as far as a descriptive word for somebody's handsomeness, it's such a cut below what handsome is. But cute is handsome for women, so they'll say, "Oh, he's cute,"
right?
But they really mean handsome. And so why don't you just say handsome?
Right.
Why it's cute is like, "Oh, cute,"
Yeah.
He's cute,
That's like that one cuts deep.
But what about for women though? When you say a girl's cute, does that mean? What does that mean?
I just think we say like you're beautiful or you're hot or you're gorgeous or whatever.
Cute doesn't quite work for a girl. I feel like. Yeah. I feel like that would be a.
Yeah. I get that. That's what I'm asking.
But I'll bet you get other ones too.
But cute means you're hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not gonna be like you're sexy, because then that comes across a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Cute is actually like a nice soft way to be like I think you're attractive.
Yeah. And maybe dudes are using cute now because of Me Too. So it's like,
for sure.
Now you have to have like Me Too code talk.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Somebody was
that's
like, I
it.
think you're sexy. You're not going to be,
That's
you're going to be like,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, like a monster truck announcer. You are sexy.
That's the biggest problem is how he says it. It's
Yeah.
not the-
Yeah.
So you're like super health conscious.
Try to be. Yeah. Don't always succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a routine, or like what are like any tips for us of what you do?
I mean,
What's
I
the
wouldn't.
health tips. No, I want health tips from everyone.
Yeah.
You know what?
You want some bad health tips? I'll give them to you.
Give
I
me some
got
bad
you.
health tips.
I don't not like have breakfast now. Like having like the 3 meal a day thing, you know, is kind of a made up thing. It's an industrial complex thing. So I just probably eat less, period. You know, so I may have like 2 meals a day.
Yeah.
And then I'll start out like breakfast will be about noon. It'll be like a smoothie.
Oh wow, and that's a meal.
That's a meal, yeah. It's like you get like a 24-ounce smoothie.
Yeah.
That's a full-on meal. It's
Yeah.
liquid. It's a full-on meal, and at least I know at the beginning of the day I started off with something healthy. Then if I go off the rails after that, then it's fine. At least, you know, one of the meals in the day was healthy. It had some kale in it, some avocado, some banana, some apple, or just whatever's in there. And then I try to intermittent fast. Yeah.
So you don't ever do like late night eating if you're out doing
I did
stand-up?
last night. Yeah, I did last night. But normally I try to.
What did you eat?
Last night went to Swingers. They got a quinoa bowl. Got some bell peppers in there, some sauteed mushrooms, and side of plantains. Had some avocado, and what's that? The Beyond Burger they got there. Just a Beyond Burger patty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn healthy.
I mean, I'm trying. I have to be.
I need to get my shit together.
That's my I only got one body. Yeah. So try to make this shit last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Crossroads, right by the Improv, they They have a late night menu. I think it ends at 11. It's not even that late or something, but it's so good.
Yeah. I go to Crossroads a lot.
That late night menu, the cauliflower, whatever they put in that. It's like buffalo cauliflower. They have a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
So good. But then it's also like, it's not even healthy. I'm still eating junk
Crossroads.
food. I'm still eating junk food.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's just it's vegan, high price, fancy, but it might not be exactly healthy food.
Yeah.
But I love Crossroads.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like I know why I go there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah. No, also the waffle fries at the Improv. That's the problem for me.
Yeah, the Improv always had good food. You know, good tasting food. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I need to stop eating late. I live right across the street from Astro Burger.
Oh, word. The one on Santa Monica. I used to always, that was my late night spot, like for like a few years, because they had like a garden burger there.
Yeah.
And then
They have 2 options. They have a Boca. Is that the garden burger?
Yeah.
They have a lot. Yeah, their food's so great. One time I went through a breakup and I had 4 burgers in 1 week.
That's hilarious. In a week?
And
that's like normal.
That's what I was going to say.
I must be always breaking up.
Wait, what?
That's what you call overeating.
I broke up
That's
every
a
week.
lot. Their burgers are like 6 pounds.
You ever do
6
fat burger?
pounds.
I do once in a while, but I just think Astro Burger is better.
Astro Burger is better. The Astro Burger down on Gower has mad vegan options. They got
Really?
vegan pepperoni sandwiches. They got vegan. They got vegan. They have an extensive. I used to go there a lot during the day. But yeah, but it's all bread and shit, all sandwiches.
Oh gosh,
So
yeah.
I stopped fucking with bread like that too.
Yeah, this is the time I need to start changing my life with little things like that. I just crave. I had a whole bag of tortillas. I ate it in a week.
This week timeline. These are normal. These are normal.
But all I
range of
wanted
time.
was tortillas.
Huh?
All I wanted. That's
How
all
big
I
was
ever
the
wanted.
pack?
I mean, what's the pack? 6?
Yeah, that's not a lot for a week.
6 to 8.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So
I've eaten, and I'm not exaggerating. I've eaten 4 quesadillas in one day.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's 8 tortillas full of cheese. I do it like when my wife leaves for like a weekend. One of the first things I do is I eat quesadillas the first day.
What does your wife do?
She'll just like go home. Like we're from Seattle, so she works at a soccer center. But she'll like sometimes
for the Sounders.
No, but she was at the Sounders game.
When they beat the LAFC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she works for an indoor soccer center in Santa Clarita, and the owner like is pretty good friends with the Galaxy guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she grew up playing soccer too.
Don't.
Yeah, but anyways,
full circle.
Quesadillas, 8 in a day is what I'm saying.
I love that you did
so
it when
step up
she's
your
done.
game.
Yeah.
So step up your tortilla eating game.
You know, my dad, he works at a tortilla factory.
I'll get out
But
of
when
here.
I grew up, my mom wouldn't let us really eat tortillas.
Oh, wow.
She was just because she's super health conscious.
Oh, that's good.
So we
That's
were given one maybe once in a while.
Was there a lot of tension in the home? He works at a tortilla family and she's anti-tortilla.
Yeah.
It seems like odd.
Yeah. No, you know what? It was later after I left home. Then he started working for the company.
He's like,
now I'm not like.
You're not
I don't hear about it.
That's like his midlife crisis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a job at this tortilla place. That was fun.
Yeah.
No, that's good though that my mom was health conscious, and I think it helped us earlier on. Like she'd make us take all these medicines, but healthy, natural stuff.
Yeah.
Now that I look back, I said, how did she know to do that? Because that's what people are doing now.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like doing this with us so early, you know. And that's good that your mom.
Well, when I was growing up, my dad was the one taking care of me most of the time because he worked graveyard. And so I grew up eating AM PM food every day.
Oh, damn, that's terrible.
So I didn't. So as soon as like my brother is like a lot younger than me, so he's lived a whole different life. And then she got she was a whole more, and then she got into really health stuff. So he's like, I don't like the taste of fat, or I don't like bread. And he's
Your
just
brother?
like, yes, he's just naturally what he craves. I don't, I went to the dark side and then I moved out, and then I just didn't, but I feel like I'm pretty healthy now listening to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you do in a week, I do in a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
With these burgers.
I used to go to Astra Burger every night.
Wow.
Every night after every show, and with a bunch of friends, and we'd be there eat, talk shit for hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I could get Astro Burger to sponsor my show because I go there, talk about it every episode without even trying. They don't like me there.
They don't?
No, they do, but they just kind of, I don't know. They're always like, "Oh, it's her." Like they make,
Yeah, I get that.
They get signs.
When I first used to go there at night, they used to love us, and then they got tired of us.
Really?
Yeah. You could tell the enthusiasm level.
They don't hide. They don't hide how they feel.
No,
they are very open in front of you.
Yeah.
Yes. It's crazy. And also, I speak Spanglish, but I understand completely what they're saying.
So you don't speak Spanish?
Spanglish.
Spanglish, all right.
Yeah. I understand more than I...
Then you can
Well, when I speak, it's just, it's... there's English, there's just...
Right.
It's in the wrong order.
You substitute, but you understand.
I make it work.
Spanish, you make it work. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling of when I think somebody who doesn't speak English doesn't like me. I hate that feeling. That's the worst.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, they're not speaking, and you just feel like it's a bunch of shit talk. And you feel like it's like, oh man, I can't even make up for this.
And then you can't win
even
them
talk
over.
my way out of this. I had in the kitchen at the Improv. I think there was one guy that didn't like me. It really bothered me. I was like, I can't even get through. I don't know why he doesn't like me. I don't know what I did, but I'm screwed. I felt stuck.
Yeah.
And luckily he got fired. So.
That's all you can hope for.
That's all you could hope for.
I'm just kidding.
But luckily he died. So I don't have that problem no more. You know what I'm saying? I love the job now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So do you have anything that maybe something that your parents told you that you think is really good advice, or that you took or you didn't take?
Oh. Yeah. Why did you ask that question so suspiciously?
Yeah.
It's just a normal question, but you're asking me so suspiciously.
It's like she already knows something.
Yeah, yeah.
I called your mom.
Listen, well, that's not what she said. Yeah. Wondering why. Asked it so slyly. So this is one thing my father helped me pass my driving test, and but when he was teaching me how to drive, he was like I was backing up, and I was using the mirror to back up, the rear view mirror, and he was like, no, turn around and look where you're going. And then I don't know why that stuck in my head, but then now, just for life period, I'm like, look where you're going. Like, know where you want to go, right? I knew I wanted to go back, but look where you're going so you can see everything so that I'll be able to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so look where you're going also means, like, figure out how to get there, know where you're going, where you want to go, and figure out how to get there. Think of it as a whole. So it'll cut down the chances of me not getting, cut down the chances of me not getting there if I'm focused and I know where I want to go and I figure out how to get there, plan it out so that I can get there when I want to get there. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's it. Yeah.
Huh. So did you did you always want to be a comic or write? Like, did you start writing or doing stand up first?
The moment I wanted to be a comic is just the moment I wanted to be a comic.
Yeah.
Like somebody suggested it to me, and as soon as they said it, because I used to make them laugh, and they're like, as soon as they said it, it's like, oh shit, that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. That was my instant internal response.
That's crazy.
To them saying that. And then I was just off on it. Yeah.
That's amazing. I guess you never realize that it's a thing. That
right.
I don't, like you said, like someone just said it to you. Like when someone said it to me, there was nothing in my life where I was like, ever thought I would do that.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
There is something that happens where it's like, all of a sudden it makes sense. Like it's like I don't know what age you were when you started, but there is like when you're young, you're trying to figure out what you want to do,
right.
And it seems so nebulous. It seems like anything you could do anything or nothing, and sometimes, luckily for a lot of people, the experience can be something clicks. You're like, oh, that matches a lot of things that about what I want out of life, what I think I'm good at. Sometimes it just locks into place like that.
Yeah, and I was calm enough to hear it. Now that I think about that moment, like I heard it, it resonated. There was nothing blocking, like receiving that for And I was like, oh shit, this is,
Did you do comedy in New York first?
Yeah, comedy in New York first, and worked my way to LA. So I'm a New York City comic, but I've been in LA so long. I've probably been an LA comic longer than.
Are the scenes just so different?
It doesn't have to be. It's like some people, like a lot of LA comics romanticize New York, and they want to go to New York and be this New York comic. And I think there's a stigma against LA comics. And if you want to be a great comic, you have to go to New York because there's more spots, more time. But I've seen people fail in New York, and I've seen people thrive in New York, and I've seen people fail in LA and thrive in LA. It's wherever you are, it's what you put into it. It's going to determine if you make it or not where you are.
Yeah. I was just thinking like styles of comedy. So I do feel like maybe people are like more overly animated here. Maybe I'm making that up. I haven't seen a lot of comedy in New York. I was like, so this is just
I've never been to New York.
So
I just think people are more animated here.
Well, you know why? It's probably because I'm thinking like, like Jerry Seinfeld, or just very like, he's a New York guy.
I mean, the general stereotype would be joke writers versus performers in general, between how people perceive New York versus LA. Whether that's true or not, that's how it's perceived.
I don't think it's true. I've seen both places.
Right.
So, but that's another thing where people make shit up and it becomes.
Yeah. That's
like
what I'm just doing. I'm returning to the Philippines right now.
You probably heard that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Don't lie to the Philippines.
And it comes out now. I was listening to a podcast the other day where that's like that type of idea was put forth again from
Right.
from even a New York.
I did
person.
hear that from someone.
You know,
And there was a point where they were shitting on like animated comics or anybody that did sound effects, and like the comics. Even here, like they were like Eric Griffin, who's a pretty successful comic now. Like they used to shit on him. Like we were in a group chat, so they would tell him to his face, "You just make sound effects and blah 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 blah." It's like, I'm like, why is that not funny? If it's funny, why is it not funny? You know what I mean? So I didn't understand how that became a rule to not do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Dan Cook became that poster boy for a little while.
I think that's
He's
what
not
it
telling
was.
Jokes.
Everybody was like shitting on Dane Cook. So if you like did anything like that, then
Where's the jokes? That became like the critique. But it's like, dude, he's original and funny.
Yeah. And the way show business is right now, where you become popular on social media, everybody shits on Dane Cook, but it's showbiz stand-up specifically is the Dane Cook template. It's the Dane Cook blueprint right now.
Yeah,
Agents go by it, managers go by it, comics go by it. Like even if you're, it's like if this person is popular on social media, then
he's gonna get a chance.
Yeah.
He or she would get a chance. Yeah.
So keep popping.
The whole like bringing people to the show,
Well, and that's what somebody said. This is like it's like social media is like a bringer now. Like
yeah, it is for sure.
Right. Yeah, like if you have these followers, these fans, it's not your skill set that's getting you on stage. It's the fact that you're a bringer. You can bring all these people.
All right.
Yeah.
But it's valid. I mean, it's business. That's what sells tickets. It's fair in a way.
Sells tickets, T-shirts, merch.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot glasses.
Yeah. Pins, just whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Bumper
else?
stickers.
Lorraine Lopez outfits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know. I'm selling a lot of clothes on Poshmark right now.
go
And
there.
eBay. If you want to wear my clothes, it's only going to cost you $30.
Dude, could you put like your name or your face on like tampons? That'd be kind of cool. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
I bet that would be a really interesting thing. I bet people would want to buy that out of a novelty.
Yeah.
I
heard a story.
Can you imagine your face just on a tampon after a show?
I would love that.
That'd be awesome.
But I feel like there's a lot of technicality in that.
What?
I was just listening.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, it's just the listening portion for me.
Okay, so I could, but you're right. I was thinking more of like now I have to design the tampon. I don't have to. It's gonna be like generic.
Yeah, they have
just
somebody.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking scientifically as the best.
Costco.
There's only
They already exist. They already exist. Just put your name on it. I mean, you just go to a place where they get them wholesale. I guess. I don't know.
You don't have to design the tampon.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to the manufacturer.
Okay, cool.
I just think it'd be weird for your male fans to have a tampon line around with your face on it or your name or whatever.
No, I probably am not going to do that,
Yeah.
but that would be nice.
Yeah.
Just give it a shot. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. See how
You
it works
should
for
do.
me.
You know how to use them better than I do.
She does.
We did an episode
Uh-huh.
and describing how to use a the mechanics of a tampon.
Hilarious.
And I had no idea.
Oh, for real?
Well, but you know how to do it.
I know how to do it
But you had a tough time explaining
mentally.
it. Yeah.
Right.
could
You
put it to
just
words.
do it.
Yeah.
I just do it.
Hey,
He's
yeah.
better at explaining.
He's just a good coach. It's tampon coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had to learn verbally. You learn
Right.
it through experience, but I had to learn through words.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
I
That
can
makes
send it.
sense.
You know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if there's anything else that we
Yeah.
can. Maybe what's our time?
Hour 20.
Oh shit. Oh okay.
Yeah, because
Wow,
I have to
okay,
run to this
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, so then this is I think we could just probably end it at that. I mean, it's
All right.
been fun.
Hey, let's end on tampons.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
I didn't mean to-
No, wait, you tell me anything that you want to say.
I didn't.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
wait.
I always end on tampons, so it's always good.
Yeah, no, but was there anything that you want to plug? Any shows coming out? Anything happening? Or if you just have a life lesson, something that you learned on the episode that you
I learned a lot this episode. First of all, you're cute. Number one. Plug. I'm on Instagram at Ian Edwards Comic. That's also my Twitter. And I have a podcast called The Soccer Comic Rant. You can check it out on YouTube or at allthingscomedy.com or SoundCloud. And my dates are at my website, ianedwardscomedian.com. And that's my life lesson. Check me out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm so excited that you did this.
It's a fun
Appreciate
talk.
It.
It's
It
good
was fun.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Follow each other on Instagram. Ran into you at the club the other night. So that this is the longest conversation we ever had.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it was good. But we had a good talk at the Improv, though.
Yeah.
And I just have to say, you're one of the most humblest people, which is really nice because you know people that have big egos and are not. You know what I mean? You just are really really cool person.
I met some really cool, or I have some really humble comedic friends who are huge.
Yeah. No, I find a lot. Yeah.
So,
but I'm saying I've known comics that are not huge at all, and they're the hugest egos. So it's so refreshing when you do meet people that
Right.
So, thank you.
Oh, you're cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for listening.
And you too, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a great, amazing, smart setup.
Yes, thank you, Nolan Culver. Follow. I have it on my iTunes. I always say follow Nolan Culver on Instagram.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I never say that.
And I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
Well, thank you guys for listening. This was Lorraine Lopez. Loves Ian Edwards. Peace.
I like that.